Good evening, all. Today we are having Miss Neeraja Janaki, career mentor, as well as life coach and psychologist to this educational forum, Life Made Up of Questions. So she will be sharing the interactive session on the topic social media and employability. So towards you, ma'am. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Harikrishnan. ഞാൻ audible ആണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and especially for having me today. And hello, everyone. My name is Neeraja. I hope you're all doing well. So in this session, as Dr. Harikrishnan mentioned, I'll try to explain about how like the use of social media tools such as LinkedIn to create professional networks and enhance your potential. Also, we'll discuss on how the presence on social media platforms may help or hinder your career in the future. Now we'll see how professional networking platforms help us in career development. So employability, our chances of getting jobs or developing a successful career is generally linked with two factors. Okay, what do you know and whom you know. So what do you know? We know that it's all about your knowledge, what you learned, your work experience, your skilled, your language, that you know, education qualifications, etc. So we all know that what we know, what skills we have. Okay. The other one is persons or experts or professionals, you know, maybe you're connected with. So they can help you with building a successful career. They can guide you and endorse you if needed. Okay, these people may be from your family, those who are studied in your university, people from your hometown, whoever it is. Here we should consider the fact that this is what I believe. Whom you know is actually more important than what you know. If you're a person with such organic connections, you have an added advantage. Such people will get easy access to information. Obviously, they have more chances than others. Also, they can make your ways easier compared to others. So then what about others? Those who doesn't have this organic connections. They have to make connections deliberately and widen their existing network. And the best method is using a professional networking platform like LinkedIn. Some people might be thinking like making connections and thereby getting a job. Isn't it nepotism? Absolutely no. The fact is, you can always help people, those whom you know. Okay, so being even big companies and organizations prefer to take potential candidates through employer referrals. They encourage it and they promote it. Thus, we can say that it will be unethical only when someone endorses a person who is not qualified or skilled, but solely because they know each other. So this is an absolutely unethical. What is LinkedIn and what is professional networking platform? Maybe already you may know about. Maybe you have an account in LinkedIn or in many other platforms. It's just another social media networking platform. But here, we're actually creating business or professional connections, not personal or informal ones. Now I'm just focusing on LinkedIn just because it is very popular. There are many other platforms. Okay. Here we can, what we can do, okay, in LinkedIn. It actually helps you to connect with people, help you to stay updated about the job market, about the industry, what's happening there. You can learn new skills and search for jobs. Okay. So globally, almost every organization has their presence in LinkedIn. They update with their work and opportunities. Obviously, there are recruiting professionals who are looking for potential employees. If they find your profile apt for their organization, they would definitely reach out to you. So apart from that, you can search literally anyone from any part of the world and make connections. It includes anyone from world's best academicians, scientists, professionals, or influencers, which was even, we know that it was impossible a few years before. It's only possible because of the digital revolution. Okay, so in my opinion, we should explore this facility or this kind of this type of a revolution. We have to exploit that. So here, there's a question: at what age one should have a LinkedIn page? Like whether children can start LinkedIn profiles, or should I be there after my retirement? Actually, anybody can have a LinkedIn profile. I think the maybe the minimum age to have a LinkedIn profile is 16 years old. You can check that. If you're eligible, you can start it as soon as possible, even if you're not ready to start your career, because being active in LinkedIn or in any other professional networking platforms, you're experiencing that how to create new network, how to reach out to people. Just familiarize with how to reach out to people in a formal setting or create a professional network. It'll definitely help you in future. Also, you can do skill assessments there. Uh, there is a chance to assess your skills and redo the test. Okay, then you can learn different courses in LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not just a connecting platform; it is also a learning platform. I think now they provide more than 16,000 online courses on LinkedIn. You can learn it for free. Some courses are like you should pay for that, but yeah, there are plenty of courses from various domains. Plus, there are groups. LinkedIn groups are there. If you're interested, you can join those groups on LinkedIn, especially related to your field of interest. Also, you can read articles and blogs there. If you're ready, you can start writing articles there. Okay, so it's like a whole package. You can search for people, you can connect with people, you can search for a job, and obviously you can write, read, you can learn. So it's a whole package. So when you create a profile on LinkedIn, you must be aware of something, or on LinkedIn or on any other platforms. Okay, you should follow some etiquettes out there. Okay, first of all, connecting with people. When you connect with a relevant person from inside or outside the country, which is actually important to make it inclusive. Don't just connect with people who you already know about. Okay, or you are already connected with. Just make it inclusive. Try to add people from different country, different states, and different ethnicity, which will help you to make it it'll important for your experience. Okay, it'll give you good exposure. Then you have to be polite, and when you communicate there, you should communicate in a formal manner. Be very careful and about your language that you use. Okay, you can share your CV or resume with people or hiring managers. Actually, on LinkedIn or any other platforms like such kind of a platform, your whole profile acts as a CV. Okay, so it will display your skills, your previous experience, and your test scores, what all education qualifications you have, and your bio basically. So you can write anything, and if you have publications or anything, you can just add on to your profile. Okay, so you have to display everything there, and obviously you can share your CV with other people there. You can connect with others, you can connect with hiring managers and share your resume there, but do not share or forward. You can actually there's a possibility to send messages there, but I have a suggestion that you should not send irrelevant contents or just don't try to chat there. It's not a chatting or dating site, so behave yourself. If you forward irrelevant contents regularly, it will be considered as spam. Okay, so these people can block you from LinkedIn, which will be very unprofessional and unethical. Plus, do not share your personal problems or current circumstances and request a job. Okay, that I'm in a big problem. I really need a job right now. Don't approach anybody like that. No hiring managers will consider you. They already want to make their organization a better place. They don't consider a person with a huge number of problems. Okay, so you can send messages and ask your queries. Okay, do not send multiple messages to force people to answer your queries. Okay? Put a gentle reminder if needed. Also, you are supposed to provide an email ID which is linked to your profile. So one thing I noticed is people have funny usernames associated with their email IDs. I personally get emails from email IDs like, superman@gmail.com, like that. But if your email ID is linked to your LinkedIn profile, keep it very formal. Okay. It's okay to have such funny, bizarre names. It's completely okay, but I also don't want to judge them at all. But if you're dealing with a recruiter, or if it is your potential employer, they may consider it unprofessional. And finally, about your profile, you should add a profile picture, because profiles with a display picture are more likely to be viewed on LinkedIn, according to LinkedIn statistics. And your photo can communicate a lot about yourself. Okay, it shows the credibility of the rest of your profile. So here, use a professional headshot. Uh, Please avoid selfies or group photos or any other images. Okay, I personally don't accept requests on LinkedIn from profiles without a profile picture. Okay, so that's really important. And I think, yeah, now we will move on to the next topic, which is about how your activities on social media would affect your career. 2020s, obviously, we know that it's a time of rapid changes. Okay, so in the field of artificial intelligence and robotics and other technologies, as we know, because we live in such an era. Okay, so we already experience it. We already observe that changes. Okay, and we have a new world of opportunities and challenges awaiting us. Okay, opportunities, we already discussed about it. So one of these challenges that I mentioned here will be the explosion of social media, from Facebook to Instagram, WhatsApp to LinkedIn, and uh, we're all hooked to one or more social media platforms, which have become our primary mode of communication or entertainment or networking or whatever it is. Okay, we spend a large amount of time there. Okay. And we get these facilities for free, right? However, the back end of these programs systematically analyzes our actions and interactions. Also, it creates our profiles and delivers content to us without us noticing. Okay. So it's actually not free. The key point is that they have our data. Their algorithms know us better than what our closest friends know. So think, what if they share this data with your prospective employer? There's a chance I think this could happen in the future. Maybe already it's happening, I don't know. So it's not visible. So in the future, our profiles and actions on social media will uh, will definitely become a crucial element in our career. So our digital footprints, we know that we leave it, in each communications we do there. So it stays forever. And even our smallest mistakes can be magnified sometimes. Social media, on the other hand, can help us to build networks we just saw that uh, it was impossible even 10 years back. However, social media can also harm your careers even before we enter the job market. So let's see what should be avoided or what are the etiquettes that we must follow on digital platforms, okay? Especially if you're seriously considering your career. You may have Facebook or Insta accounts, presence in Twitter, maybe in YouTube. So actually, what we are doing there, uh, we interact with people. We will share our thoughts, our ideas. Many of us showcase our skills. We share our politics, our opinion regarding politics, and literally about anything. We criticize something and whatnot. So definitely, your potential employers will search you in the internet and they can find your activities. Maybe in the future, maybe artificial intelligence will be dealing with this, which will give a more accurate result. And it'll be really important to hide your uh, your unprofessional side, but it is almost impossible to hide this unprofessional self with a well articulated CV if you manage your social media activities like unprofessionally. If you're looking for a job or planning for an international travel, maybe for employment or studies, whatever, if you're a person who is seriously considering to develop a career, it is extremely risky to share a particular set of contents on social media. So, what are they? They are like, first one is extreme views on religion and politics. We know that I already mentioned we all have our own views about politics, various parties, and we have our own ideologies, which is quite good. Okay, it is completely fine, even to express your thoughts, but make sure that you use the language that you use, which is fair and respectful. Okay, then criticizing the rulers. So I'm considering an international scenario here. We Indians, we are in a democratic environment, and for us, this is not unusual to criticize the rulers. We criticize everything, head of the states, politics, and we're not afraid of anything to speak about it. Okay, but be respectful even in criticism. That's a basic thing, but this won't be same everywhere. So you have to keep it in mind. For example, Thailand. It is actually a punishable offense to criticize the monarch. You'll be in jail, and there are reported cases of people who did this and got arrested at the moment they entered the country when they came to visit Thailand. So another one is sexist views and homophobia. I don't think I need to explain what is sexism and homophobia. Sexism is a person judging or prejudiced about people by their sex or gender, and homophobia is obviously a prejudice, a negative attitude towards or against homosexuality based on their sexual preferences, or people who are identified as being lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. Okay, it's a spectrum. So globally, these are considered as rude and unacceptable behavior. We're all aware of it actually. Okay. So you should be very careful that your comments and statements are not upholding a sexist or homophobic idea, which is really important. But I've seen people in Kerala and India who are, less aware, who are acting like, they know the fact, but they just don't care about it. But this is really critical. Another thing is racism. Uh, this is this is another really important point. So comments, and I have seen comments and posts that often negatively portray people from different countries and ethnicities. Okay, it's very often in social media, such posts and shares. So this is really unprofessional. It is also considered as very rude and unethical. So another major topic is international politics. This is one of the most interesting and sensitive content that we should be careful about. So there are issues and negotiations between countries around the globe, and we, especially Malayalis and Indians, we're all having our own opinion regarding these developments. But this can be a problem at any time if you are looking for a job internationally or currently working in another country. Also, if you have any plan for international travel, beware of it. Especially some countries like US sometimes ask you for your social media handles while you apply for a visa. So this is a topic that you should consider seriously. And obviously, I know that I'm aware that there's a counter argument that our social media profile is a personal space and it is not fair to judge someone based on their activities there. I actually completely agree that it is not fair to judge someone based on their social media profile or post or something that they shared. Okay. And like, in a way, it can be considered as a breach of privacy. But this is the fact that we are living in such a world. Okay, so this is happening, unfortunately. So, so because of this, I just want to add some more points. Like, you can express your opinion, obviously, in which is actually good. Okay, like being active there on social media and expressing your opinion, that especially showing that you have an opinion. Okay, but only in fair language without being rude to someone. Okay, and don't think that there is privacy on any of the digital platforms, including personal messenger. You leave a digital footprint there. Anybody can retrieve it. Some people would think that I'm writing in my local language, maybe in Malayalam. Okay, so it is very easy to translate any local regional vernacular language to any other language, maybe to English, because it's very easy to translate using AI. Okay, so some people might be thinking that it's a huge mess, and I'm going to delete my social media pages, which is not necessary. Okay, actually, it's a blunder. You'll be considered as a person who is not fit for the new world. Maybe it's your choice not to have a social media account, but maybe you'll be considered as a person who is less updated, which is also, uh, which would create a bad impression, maybe sometimes. And also, social media is providing a lot of opportunities. There are, you can promote your own business. We are seeing that. Okay, you can sell, like, you can promote your product. You can sell from cakes to saris or to suits or your furnitures. Okay, anything you can sell there. You can promote your business there. We can see that there are creative people using it in a creative way. Okay, so content creators are there, which is a new career. Okay, YouTubers are there, TikTokers are there. There are people who create really creative novel content. Okay, there are travel blogs. People provide online service like online tuition is there. Okay, and there is a completely new career emerged recently, which is social media managers. There are even persons to big organizations are hiring social media managers to manage their social media accounts. Okay, so there are universities are providing programs on social media management. So there is a tsunami of opportunities, and we should utilize them responsibly. And I'd suggest you to do an ego surf, which means just type your name and search in the internet and see what's coming. Just type your name, like, okay, and see if there is any potentially risky content to come up. And if so, be careful. And finally, I suggest to read about cancel culture, which is a new terminology. The world is discussing about cancel culture, which is something serious. We call it in Malayalam as cyber pongala and all. So refer to mass online attacks on someone based on their comments or activities that they have done, which is not fair, absolutely not fair, but which is very damaging for a person. Okay, so that's all from my side. If there is any questions or discussions further, like we can go for that. Dr. Harikrishnan, over to you.
Yes, it was a wonderful session. So, on a layman point of view, I would address some questions. First thing is that we are having a lot of employability platforms rather than LinkedIn, like where we can update our resumes, like the Naukri and the Indeed. Lot of other not platforms. It's actually job search providers. So, what is the main difference coming to a social media platform like LinkedIn to the other traditional way where we are updating our skills and resumes out?
Actually, different platforms are like, some are similar and some are like for various purposes. For example, for new careers, like for gig economy, there is another platform, Gig Now or something. Then there are platforms for creative content creators. So LinkedIn is most popular. There are any sort of people are there, but you can search for it. You can have multiple accounts on multiple platforms. So you can, I think, if you have time, you can go for it. At least you have to manage at least one networking platform. That's what I think. Yeah.
Yes, yes. For example, if a person searching for a job in LinkedIn, actually it's a platform to exhibit our professional skills also, like our certification, any courses we have undergone, or any programs which we are going to conduct or host or anything like that. So when coming to an employability point of view, there are premium also. We can have a premium account where we are getting more access. And one more thing, like Facebook and Insta and all, we are having different names, and it is quite for a casual purpose. There is a comparison between that category coming to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is totally professional, where we are communicating on a career basis.
Yeah. Yeah. It
So,
is
yeah.
that. Yeah. Please continue. I thought you
So
just.
my doubt is that nowadays, as you're working in this as a career coach and as well as career counseling, psychology, so thing is that a lot of fake accounts are also coming. For example, a person without knowing his or her photo can be accessed and the account can be created on a fake mail ID. So how the filtration is being done? In Facebook, we can see tremendous accounts are there with photos of celebrities and all. But in LinkedIn, it's not that much visible because it's quite professional. So anything from your experience, have you faced any such issues?
Not really from LinkedIn. I think I actually basically trust people, but you have to, be alert. For example, you may get fake job, like, alerts and all. But it's a completely technical thing that anybody can have an account with an email ID. That's why I said, before you accepting a request, just check whether there is, whether the account is open, there is enough data about that person. There is a profile picture, for example. It actually adds a lot of credibility to your account. Okay, but there are other accounts like using DP of partying, or sometimes using DP of kitten. I don't personally prefer. I actually feel kind of fake. Based on that account. So you can do one thing. If somebody is approaching you with a job offer and asking for money, okay, be alert. Okay, and also you have to check on the internet about their website and everything, and just type about that company name, type the company name and add spam. Okay, so or scam. So you'll get the results if there is any complaints about the companies and all. So you have to thoroughly check. And no credible companies or organization will ask you for money to apply for a position. Okay, and be careful if somebody's offering you a disproportionate amount of salary. then you should be very, cognizant about it. There could be some sort of scam or something behind it. So this is what we can do, but there are still, bad things are happening in the back end. But you should be very aware of the, such scams and all. You have to search about it. Don't just search the company name and take their contact number from the Google. Just go to their website and take the contact from their account and call them directly and ask, is it true? Do you really have an opening there? Okay, I got a call from your organization, so they'll confirm that whether they are open for a vacancy and all.
Okay, Miss Neeraja Janaki, it was a wonderful session. Like, as we all know, we are all aware about LinkedIn, all these social media platforms. But as the time goes now, like it's the time for exhibiting everything on an online platform rather than the traditional methodology. Like it's a reskilling and upskilling and exhibiting all the certification and the skill set which a professional is having. So the recruiters are also moving into a digital platform. So altogether, it was a wonderful session, and it gives some starting from the scratch. You shared your ideas. So thank you for sharing your valuable time for this educational forum. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Harikrishnan, for having me and conducting such great sessions. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.